Alright, welcome back to Batman. We have had to pause in the middle of this scene because it's been going on quite some time now. So we're re-entering in the middle of a conversation between Bruce Wayne, Harvey Dent, and the Zellerbach family, I think they said. Old donors. Actually, wait, did they say Zellerbach? Zellerbach's an actual, like, old American robber baron family, I think. Hold on. Let me check that. Named after. Oh, they've got some buildings and stuff named after them. I guess I'm not. I don't think I'm correct about being the whole robber baron thing. Anyway, I don't know, if you donate money to have buildings named after you, you've got some kind of money. Anyway, if I imagined that,
Oh, Bobby, regarding Golden Age, seems you're getting cranky in yours. There's always hope.
Forgive me for being blunt, but one man can't save this city. And it's a dangerous mentality to think so. That's how you get creeps like this Batman.
I'd say it all depends on the man. Sometimes you need a person who will go off script.
Such as dressing up in a bat costume?
And taking out the criminals who ruin our city. Though the cape may be a bit much.
And don't worry though, I am not doing this alone.
I can't tell if they're grumpy or just old.
Dangerously unsecure Arkham Asylum with a state-of-the-art mental health facility to help Gotham's most at-risk individuals.
Of course.
It will be dedicated to Thomas and Martha Wayne, in the hopes that their fate will never be repeated.
After all your parents did for this city, to be killed in a botched robbery in some alleyway, it was terrible. Truly terrible.
A tragedy like that at such a young age must have been crippling.
Bro, what's your problem?
Deranged man had gotten the right treatment. Maybe, well, I don't like to think about maybes. And I'm sure you don't either.
Yeah, why are you bringing it up?
The one who's been behind the project since day one.
Okay, I'm glad. That's a better response than the one I kind of selected. Same idea, but...
Thank you. Thank you both. Not saying I doubted you, but that went better than expected.
It is always funny with Telltale games, you know, the nature of their art style generally being pretty heavily,
Well, hello.
Yeah, this is the woman who was not happy.
Harvey Dent, Gotham's next mayor.
And they're deliberately hiding her face.
Vicky Vale.
Oh, it's Vicky Vale, okay.
This is a private fundraiser, Miss Vale. No reporters allowed.
Well, you don't mind if I stay and ask a few questions, do you, Mr. Wayne?
Well, you can ask me whatever you want at the press conference tomorrow.
Actually, I'm here for Mr. Wayne.
Well, he certainly doesn't have any time either.
I'm just gonna let this one run. Are we all just gonna stand around like that?
You've got something on your collar. Is that blood?
Yes, sometimes...
Yeah. It looks like...
Oh, this? No, it's nothing. It just, cut myself shaving.
What, your butler didn't help you this time? Hey, kidding.
Do excuse me, Master Bruce, but another guest has arrived.
I'm sure they'll find the bar.
You may want to greet this one personally, sir.
Mobsters? Oh, Falcone, okay.
Is the Dent campaign soliciting votes from Gotham's biggest crime family?
Falcone's never been convicted of anything except being a businessman who loves this city.
Alright, Dent, that was pretty defensive. Come on now.
And what kind of business do you think he's in?
The one that controls enough votes to get me into City Hall. This is the necessary evil of politics, Bruce. It's in the service of a better Gotham, for all of us. Look, at least hear him out before you kick him out. Falcone requested to speak with you directly.
Jesus, Harvey, inviting a known criminal to your fundraiser doesn't exactly look good for your squeaky clean image.
Let me worry about that.
I know it's for the purposes of the of the narrative, but not hitting that
Play
cut with a
nice.
styptic and like some other
Yeah, I've
even
been in
like
the
I don't know,
market
like
for a
some
new
other
house.
sealer or
Decent
something.
walk up, sky high ceilings, plenty of room for my cars.
Real
I'll take it.
scuzzy.
Though the decor offends my eyes. Oh, man, all flash, no class.
Let's talk privately, shall we?
Hey, I like this guy. Ready to do business before we even introduce ourselves. But we'll get to that. Carmine Falcone, thank you for welcoming me into your home. You're a respectable man, I hear.
I hope this isn't
Bruce
as stupid
I
as
know
it
who you
looks.
are. The guy who's gonna sell me his house.
Gentlemen,
Surely they're not
perhaps
all
we'll
going
be more
to
comfortable
to
in the
you know.
parlor. Follow me.
Never mind. It's a room full of old money. They're all gonna be dicks about it, aren't they? I should have known better.
You should know, Mr. Falcone.
If you don't
my
know
analysts say we're
Batman
raising triple
and you
with
don't
Mayor
know who
Village.
these characters
Hey,
are,
what's-
though,
Private audience.
Come on, guys. Bruce.
You'll be fine out there, Harvey. I saw plenty of skirts to keep you busy for a few minutes. Have a drink, have a talk. I'll bring Bruce back to you soon.
We talk alone. Just you and me. Sorry, Harvey.
Yeah. I'll,
I don't really know what I'm choosing
get
here.
a
Is
drink
the
or
thing.
something. Christ.
Why am I talking to Falcone?
Yeah, well, that's just like Harvey, huh? Wants to make sure the rules are followed.
Harvey's the one who
But
invited
in my
him.
experience, there's the law, and there's doing what's right. You understand? And I'd rather see Harvey actually help this city instead of just saying he will. The man talks too much. Chaps my face with words.
Well, I would say you can uphold the law and still do what's right.
To a point. No one gets remembered for
What are you
staying in the
saying,
middle.
man? Like, what's your pitch?
I
You're
ain't
just
here to
running your
chit-bag
mouth.
about politics, Mr. Wayne.
Apparently you are.
Gives me indigestion. I got enough of that as is. So, let's talk relationship. Chalk this for me. Be a pal. I can get Harvey the mayor's seat, or I can pull it out from under him. Whatever happened to being a gracious host?
Nah, man.
Okay, imagine this is me, and these are
I'm not
all
chalking your
my
fucking
friends
cue.
in Gotham. The businesses, restaurants, clubs, docks, unions, politicians.
Your metaphor is
I make
bad.
'em all move.
Also, you need to
And I
get your
wanna
hands
keep
off the
everything
table.
moving if Harvey gets elected.
The 3-ball hit your arm.
That's why I came here tonight to your lovely home, hoping to make a new friend. One who can help Mr. Dent see the light, if need be. Between your businesses and mine, I bet we employ half the city. Now, we got a good thing going, so I don't see why we shouldn't team up.
This is a very
I'm
odd.
everyone's friend.
Which means you're really no one's. Pick a lane before you have a head-on collision.
What is this exchange? What are you asking me for, man?
I know somewhere inside that tuxedo you understand this situation.
That's not a tux.
Money gets money. The risks, the alliances, the hidden costs. Your father knew which hands to shake. And which to break.
Whatever you say.
You're a good kid. You look like him, you know? It's nice that we understand each other.
Man, you said a bunch of shit here and I didn't understand any of it, so no,
Master Bruce,
we don't.
Your guests are leaving.
That was a very
I
short
recommend
party.
seeing them out. You wouldn't want to be rude.
Hey, I appreciate the hospitality, Mr. Wayne. But I don't think I'll put an offer on the house. A nice guy like you should have a nice place to live. I'll be seeing you, Bruce, while this city's still standing.
Very curious what actual long-term ramifications any of those choices have it's very, like, that's a very aggressive start. That took what? Like 30 minutes approximately? I don't know. I paused in the middle a little bit. Yeah, that's a pretty long start, and it's pretty all over the place. It's introducing to you a lot at all at once. It's not bad. It's just what was that flash of another scene? I guess maybe that'll be the scene after this cutscene. It was like it looked like I was standing in the Batcave or something, but
It's me.
Episode 1. That is a bad texture. Why is that so rough? Why are there so much artifacting? You couldn't make... maybe, you know... No, this game is not old enough for it not to be natively rendered at 1080p. Like... It should have been a transparent texture, probably rendered at 4K, but at least at 1080p, and it looks like it's rendered at 720. Why were those not in their case? Why is that case just sitting on your... Why is it just sitting on your desk in the first place at all? That's very weird.
See what she was really after.
Okay, so here's our first, like, actual interaction. Okay. Oh, this lets me wander a lot. Oh, I don't know how I feel about this camera.
The suit absorbed most of the damage from that gunshot. I've got to protect my back, even from the police.
That was a small caliber, presumably 9mm. I don't think it was 45. And it didn't absorb most of anything, dude. You got a full, what looked like a through and through. I don't think it was, and if it wasn't a through and through, then it was like you bled a bunch. So even if it skimmed you, that should be even less energy, and it didn't survive that. You still bled from it. So it's not bulletproof at all, man. It doesn't, none of that counts. Oh, wait a minute, actually. Interesting. So if I click on stuff, it auto-walks me to it.
Voice modulation. Wayne Enterprises really outdid themselves with this version.
Why are they upside down? I mean, those are supposed to be the tickets from his parents' death, which was at least probably 15, 20 years ago at this point. Like, I get that it's, you know, your primary motivator for being Batman and all that, but holy shit, man, like, they're just sitting on a desk and they weren't even in their case. Why can I not? Oh, this... There we go, okay. DA Dent Printer's mayor to decry vigilantes. Gotham District Attorney Harvey Dent calls upon the mayor's office to take a public stand against the wave of vigilante action sweeping the streets. Mayor Hill cannot expect the DA's office to prosecute cases on any criteria other than law, said Dent at a City Hall press conference. Dent has taken a firm stand against vigilantes in Gotham, from the uptick in citizen-led shootings to the costumed superhero Batman. Dent is currently enjoying a surge in popularity with one of the lowest criminal backlog indexes in the state. His groundbreaking Victims Assistance Program was part of the platform that drove his most successful bid for re-election since becoming Gotham's youngest district attorney at age 26. So he's presumably been in this role for quite a substantial amount of time, and he's finally going for the mayoral race at this point. This is an interesting difference from, I mean, I think for most people these days, the most likely version of this story they know is the one from the Dark Knight series of movies, in which I think Dent is kind of fresh in the DA's office. Also, he's a very, like, he's a very hard on crime type of DA rather than a rehabilitation type of DA, if my memory is correct of the movies, which makes him rather different than this version.
District Attorney Harvey Dent just might be the hero Gotham needs. But he can't.
Police Lieutenant tapped to lead task force. These are, I think, these are basically character introductions.
Together we can make a dent in Gotham's crime. But it starts with
Cheesy voiceover.
vote for Harvey Dent.
Gotham City Police Commissioner Peter Grogan appointed Lieutenant James Gordon to lead a major task force after criminal chatter in the Gotham underworld recently increased to an alarming degree. In a press conference earlier today, Lieutenant Gordon insisted that we are aware of nefarious elements appealing and mobilizing en masse in our city. At present they are unknown, but not unnoticed. We will find them. Gordon earned an honorable discharge from the USMC before joining the GCPD and has quickly risen through the ranks. He has frequently stated that the Marine Corps made him the man he is today. Wayne Enterprises funds Arkham Asylum replacement. Thomas and Martha Wayne Memorial Hospital. Man, that Wayne Tech logo, I know it's gone through iterations over the years, but that looks an awful lot like the Wayland Yutani logo. The charitable arm of Wayne Enterprises, headed by Robert and Regina Zellerbach, has announced funding for a new mental health care facility to replace the outdated Arkham Asylum. For years, the asylum has made headlines for its inhumane approach to patient treatment, and its violent, oftentimes deadly prisoner escapes. Actually, you could put a semicolon there. But soon, not good to start with a but soon that will no longer be the case. That's not even a sentence. This is what I'm talking about. You need proofreaders, especially if this is supposed to be a a news feed. The Thomas and Martha Memorial Hospital, as it will be called, will offer a mixture of maximum security confinement, with modern mental health care practices to truly heal those who are suffering. Ambitious plans are already underway to transfer current Arkham inmates as soon as construction completes, and implement a critical program of rehabilitation and release. Is this, yeah, this is different, okay. Oh. Is this something I actually, these things make me think I don't need to read these right now, but let's see. Oh boy. You know what? Let's come back to these in the next episode.